Uh-huh.
I wanted to watch the Kobo VOD. At the NCK after you left, I beat HT, and then I should have beaten Kobo in winners. Game five, I had a lead and then lost.
I
And we
heard
were
you
both
must do suicide downer.
yeah. We were both chokers. But like okay, like I had a two stock lead, right? And then I put him off stage. I was laser edge guarding, and he upbeat. So I was like, all right, suicide dare this stupid upbeat, stupid bitch. And I hesitated. Like instead of like just jumping off preemptively, like you're supposed to. Like when they up high at least, I hesitated and then I was like, "Fuck," I'm going for it. And then of course he launched and it whiffed. And then in losers, I took a set. I took set one at least. So,
Hmm.
but I was so mad. I was so upset. I really want to beat him in winners because I want to win a tournament over him. And I could have done it that time. I mean, I won set one in
This is way
grands.
easier for winners than
It's
losers.
so easier. Yeah, I mean, like God, fucking damn it. Like I was so upset.
Yeah,
But
so
I watched the game back, and he SD'd like fucking three times or something, so I didn't really deserve to win anyways. So
mm-hmm.
Koval's like the SD king. So
Yeah. I think someone saw it and was like, man, all the new Falcos are really bad at suicide down air. And then, like, literally shortly afterwards, we were watching Chinchurek the script, and he also did not manage to suicide down air successfully.
mm.
Maybe it's something worth practicing.
I practice it a lot. I actually think I'm really good at suicide dares.
So then what happens?
This tournament,
Okay.
I've never
That's a,
done that in front of these.
I think that's an important part of suicide dare
Yeah.
is being brave in tournament. 'Cause I
Well,
think
I think I shouldn't have gone for it. I think I was too brave.
oh really?
Like I was in a
I
situation where
thought
I
it would
couldn't
be
react. No, I mean it was preemptive, and usually he side B's there anyway. So if I jumped off, I could have gotten hit.
you could downer him off the side B.
He upbeat high. If I did a short hop off and he fast fell below me in side B.
Can you not like just fast fall downer it?
I don't think so if I'm going for the high up B coverage.
Oh, okay. I think I have a clip of me actually doing that exact thing
Hmm.
versus Kalindi.
I didn't
Um,
think you could do that. Is it on his Twitch VODs? Because that one got deleted. This is a clip.
yeah, someone re-uploaded it to YouTube. Here, bam. I think it's like first part of the video sucks, and then later in the video it's pretty hype.
Oh, thank God. Alright, I'll bookmark this.
But yeah, let me know if there's what you want to talk about, and let me know when you're ready to watch. I'm just going.
Okay, I just sent you the HT VOD.
Oh no, it's a different clip. I lied, but it's still a cool clip.
Okay.
Still cool, just different. Check this out, and I will pull up the HT pod. Listen with Yort. So, okay.
Did you get the video?
Yeah,
Oh,
I did everything. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Did you see the thing I sent you?
Yeah. I think that might have worked. I'm not sure though.
Well, anyway,
Give me a sec.
so
I need to.
we obviously talked about a bunch of stuff last time.
Yeah.
How did,
I got a lot better at covering roles.
at what?
Covering roles. I'm still not good at it, but I got better at it.
Okay, that's good. Anything else?
Um, I felt like I got better at looking for specific things while I'm playing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we
Like,
talked a lot about that. Yeah, so talk to me about that.
um, just checking at various instances that are important. And thinking about what could have happened, even if it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. And you feel like that's better?
Yeah, I definitely feel a little bit better.
Cool. I mean, that's great. Anything else stand out? We always talked about edge guarding versus calling.
Hold on. I mean, I've gotten a lot better at edge guarding call-on over the past month. Yeah, I can't remember exactly which edge guards we talked about last time.
I know we talked about a lot of below stage edge guards just in
We talked about a
general.
lot of below stage edge
Even
guards.
if they weren't like relevant to your set.
My understanding of Fox's up B from below the stage has increased a lot.
Okay, that is good.
I've
That's
been working on the edge guard theory that we talked about. I haven't fully implemented it, nor am I certain as to when it's possible versus when
Yeah,
it's
like
not
when it's
yet.
possible and when it's not. But
I have been working on it, and I have gotten a lot better. I think
cool.
before a couple lessons ago, I had a pretty inadequate understanding of Fox's up B below the stage.
Cool. Was there anything in particular that changed in your understanding?
Yeah, just like when he it's just edge guarding from when you're holding the ledge. Like before, I was like, oh, just bear, or like drop shine to cover wall. But if they do the up B high, and if they're like far away horizontally, I never really thought about the fact that they can't even drift on stage, and you can just double jump regrab the edge.
Yeah, I think that helps killing him a lot because they'll be at like 40 and go high, and then you just grab the edge and it's just over.
Yeah, I never even thought about that. So I think that's a pretty big deal.
Nice. Okay. No, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good summary of important things from last time. I'm sure there's other stuff, but it sounds like you're making progress in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd actually rather watch the Kobold VOD.
Really?
Or we can just do both. Do you want to do this one for like 20 minutes? Because I need to talk about Sheik anyways.
Yeah, let's definitely do this one a bit. I feel like
Yeah,
you should not slack on other matchups, even if you really want to
I
be.
guess I kind of like felt pretty like strong against HT. And I still
Let's watch
want
it
to beat
and
Kobold
see.
like every set. So
Let's see how strong it really was.
I mean, I had control. I guess the games were last stock, but
Yeah,
it was 3-1, and I had control like the whole time. It felt, I don't know.
I think going from having control to like solidly winning is like a big thing.
That's a good point.
Good combo.
HT also might have not been like on fire or anything. I don't know.
Yeah. We missed our first edge guard versus Sheik, boys.
Yeah,
You had the right idea. I literally just think you tried to. That was like really good.
I looked at that, and so what I analyzed that edge guard, and I think it's because I went for the double jump stall, and if I fire stalled, I would have had time to shine.
I think you had time to shine anyway.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. You just did the input late.
Hmm.
But I do think the fire stall just makes it easier.
And then there I tried to shine the double jump sweet spot too late.
Didn't have time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see, little things.
It's little timing things.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. You started off so strong and still somehow took 70. Oh no, you went straight.
I think I go straight a lot in tournament.
I like
because I want like a greedy hit.
Yeah. Yeah, the dropped combos into take damage is like a huge for Sheik. get F tilted in the scramble. Yeah, so it's weird. Like, I do think you're playing pretty well, but like, all the issues that are normally big versus HT are still big from watching this right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'm sure you warm up during the set, though. This has happened to me a billion times where, like, I start off, like, not amazingly strong versus a Sheik like this. Back when I used to play Dale. And then, like, it would take me a little bit and I would start playing better.
Yeah.
But I agree that, like, when you're in control and nothing weird's happening, like, you're just winning all the interactions. But make sure you do some thinking on your own about how to make sure you're ready for none of the stuff to go wrong, you know?
Like in what sense?
Well, like, you know, you drop your combo and then there's a weird scramble and then you just get F tilted twice and knocked down. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Or, like, you try to bait out this F tilt. It's not totally successful because you're kind of far away by the time you dash back in, but you still went for the whiff punish.
Yeah, I looked at that one a lot, actually, when I watched this set. I think I just didn't recognize the timing.
You didn't dash back to the right nearly soon enough to be able to reactively get the whiff punish.
Mm-hmm.
You need to already be dashing to the right before you see it.
Okay.
Right? So it's like, since you didn't do that, you shouldn't have gone for it, but then you went for it, and then look, like, you could lose your stock here, right?
I mean, you said that with Fox's up tilt, you have to be in the short hop.
Yeah. So so I'm saying in this video, you were not dashing right by the time she F tilted. So there was no way you were going to get it. Like, the short hop is an even later point. I'm saying you didn't even get to the first part, which was just dashing in the direction.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. I like that a lot. Back air.
I got the soft bear.
Yeah, I saw. Oh, you didn't ledge stall. You're probably. I knew you would.
Yeah, edge guarding Sheik still is hard for me.
Oh shit! You actually got the ledge there.
Yeah, wow. I like that one.
Man, how did
I dodged the needles to the right.
Not ledge stall. That was what you just did there. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do before.
No, I've practiced that so much, like grabbing the ledge extremely fast from Sheik, but
it was just hard to time because you had to not get needled. Also,
yeah.
No. Yeah.
What do you think I should have done instead?
I mean, probably back air, but if you're gonna down air, you have to get to the ledge like way faster.
I think bear.
Yeah, I think bear too. But I think you could have gotten near the ledge and done run off shine or something.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think you could have done a back air combo though. Uh-oh, you did the stand-up versus air dodge. We've talked about that, right?
I've had that problem for so long.
Yeah. So it's like, I watch this and it's like, yes, you're playing well, but like, the problems are the same, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel more like you're doing more good things in between the problems rather than the problems have been fixed.
I think you're right.
Which
I did cover the air dodge later in the set, but I covered it with dare, not bear, so...
I mean, I don't think you can always reactively back air. In fact, you often can't.
Yeah, I don't think you can either.
But, like, definitely don't stand up, because the stand-up gets you killed, right?
She used to just down smash me and I would die.
Yeah, exactly. I also think that sometimes you're just moving around so much that you miss some pretty easy opportunities. So, like, there's a spot here where Sheik is throwing needles in the corner, and you can just, like, fish for back airs, but you're already running back off to center. But, like, when you're on the side platform at, like, 0 and Sheik's at, like, 150, you can just, like, fish for back air. It's really hard for her to deal with. But, like, look what happens here. Right here.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. And there was another opportunity like that on Dreamland where, like, Sheik went to top platform in a bad situation, and you were still lasering when, like, I think a lot of better players might have just gone for, like, full jump back air with FALCO. Oh, nice. Oh. That was a good way to escape, but...
I think I should have done a short hop laser to shield. HT was doing fair on my shield into wave dash back.
Yeah.
Like, to look for the
No,
roll.
I mean, the jump was still good, though. I just think you should have landed on the platform instead of double jump down airing.
Okay.
Nice shine grab. Okay.
I was pretty happy, though, because we talked about the fair on the shield wave dash back.
Yeah, I know that. I thought that was pretty good.
I wasn't rolling into it this time.
Yeah. See, that was a good example of like a fix, you know?
Yeah.
And it like clearly mattered. Nice. Oh, whoa. You went for shine. Yeah. So like I think you don't prioritize comboing Sheik the right way when she doesn't have her jump. You kind of, it feels like you have good combo routes, but you treat them all similarly. But like when Sheik doesn't have a jump, your number one priority is just like not giving her the jump back, right? So like I thought your F tilt was super sick, and then you baited out the double jump, and then I would have just done like up tilt into jump shine, into up air, into back air, into like stuff like that.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, see, like I think like this is the second or third time you could have lost an entire stock off Nair out of shield.
Yep.
And that's like such a big deal.
I tried to dare her landing for some reason.
Yeah, that was not reasonable at that timing.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I do think that a big thing to note is that when she nairs you out of shield, Sheik doesn't get a guaranteed conversion. So like this F tilt didn't actually hit you before you could have shielded.
Okay.
Of course, she could just go for a random jump, but just know that there's a mix-up to play there.
Mm.
Like if you held shield, you would have been hitting Sheik out of shield, and that would have been it.
Okay.
Ooh, I think this is scary. I actually don't like those lasers.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what else to do.
You have to just be grounded and run out of the way, or you need to run under her early. Running under her early is like often very safe. So if you like ran to the right after you saw her full hop, then you could run under shield or something, and you'd probably be pretty safe.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then here you got it put onto the ledge in a not bad position, but still died. It's like all the classic versus HT stuff. It's like, okay, I got hit and I'm not dead, but then I did something and died.
Yep.
Yeah, like that is. It's like, oh, I got hit out of shield. I can still win the situation, but then like they just do the most direct thing possible, and like people don't execute well or they make poor decisions. Yeah, there's no way that was going to work, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm still not certain as to when like that works and when it doesn't.
Yeah. It's just you have to down air them before they get out of hit stun. So you down aired so late off the shine that Sheik was out of hit stun. So I think if you just dared like a few frames earlier, it would have been fine.
Mm-hmm. I just want the greediest punishes.
Yeah. And then he did some really bad crouch canceling until the F smash, where you at least made like a choice that was going to be in range, even though F smash still wasn't amazing. So like sometimes if you crouch cancel, you're not in range to get the true punish, but you can do this like fight afterwards, right? So like if I got strong back air right there, and I crouch canceled it, I might have considered doing short hop down air out of that crouch cancel because it beats a lot of Sheik's immediate options.
What about like couldn't I like CC dash grab, or does that not?
Probably would not work on like a well spaced back air.
Okay.
But like, do you see how like short hop down air is like a pretty good scramble option?
Yeah.
It'll counter like the instant jump. It'll counter an F tilt.
Yeah.
And even if they dash back to bait it, the bait isn't always clean. Ooh, Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, look what happened here. It was literally incomplete edge guard into mess up, into high dare, into get F tilted immediately for no reason because HT like always F tilts there. I think HT has done Nair into F tilt almost every time, regardless of like what you've done.
Mhm.
And I don't just want you to learn how to like beat HT in the situation. I want you to make sure you're actually paying attention and like choose a meaningful option in the scramble. Because every player plays the scramble differently, and there's like a different mix-up going on with each player. Well, it's the same mix-up, but I want you to play it differently.
Okay. Yeah, I never really thought about how after Narada Shield, there's a mix-up game.
Yeah, and oftentimes Falco is literally unhittable afterward.
I just kind of figured Narada Shield knocks Falco down and then Sheik tech chases. So
which is not the case at all, because Sheik's tech chase or Nair is way too, or short hop is way too floaty.
Okay.
In fact, sometimes Falco has the advantage after getting Nair out of shield.
Do you?
Like, I think you could have F tilted before Sheik could have done anything there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say like with that tech chase, like I just don't know if I want to react against Sheik on platforms.
So let's talk about it. So
With
there's two options. You can just guess, or you can be really good at knowing which way she'll be facing.
Well, if she's facing forwards like she was, then it's the part that's indistinguishable is the tech in place versus tech roll towards center, right?
Yes, but in this case, you can do the same option to cover both. Mm-hmm. So it's not a problem that it's not reactable. The only problem is when the tech in place and the tech forward put her at different locations. But since she was on the same side of the platform anyway, I don't think it means...
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But if you feel like that's too cumbersome to think about, you could have gone for a different combo. So one example of a combo you could have done would be shine, jump, double jump, and then do a weak back air into a strong back air. Would have been pretty good here.
Oh, that works?
It doesn't true combo exactly, but she can't really do anything about it. And if she tries to jump out of the combo, she loses her jump. And if she trades with you, it doesn't really matter. So if you did double jump, weak back air, fast fall, full jump back air, like she couldn't have really dodged it,
Mm-hmm.
Or even if she could have dodged it, she'd be in a very bad situation where she would double jump away from you to dodge it, and then she'd be off stage, So It's like you can bully Sheik in the air a lot, and I think it's like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I don't really get how to bully Sheik in the air. Why is she easy to bully in the air?
I mean, just like all her moves trade. She doesn't even have she can't shine out of combos. All her moves trade. She doesn't have much aerial mobility. Her double jump's floaty, so if she double jumps out of a situation, she often falls back down in the same situation. Right? She doesn't have a Falco down air below her.
Well, okay, yeah, no, you're right.
So I don't think the down air is bad, but I'm just saying if you feel man, I really don't want to have to deal with that, there are other good options.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't blame you for not focusing on figuring out which way she's facing on every tech chase. There are other things to do too,
Yeah.
Man, your opening sequence reminded me of Ginger Zane at the script.
Why?
Because there's a part where Ginger remembered that Zane only dashbacks no matter what, so Ginger only approaching laser to neutral, and he bodied Zane really hard.
Yeah.
And Zane countered it one time, and then Ginger... But I think if Ginger had just kept only approaching lasering, he probably would have won.
I did that on purpose for HT, because I know HT almost exclusively shield wave dash backs, so I was attempting low laser slight and full approaching laser.
Yeah, if you just do that versus so many players, they don't have an answer.
Because HT just constantly wave dashes back out of shield versus lasers, so it's I might as well just keep taking space with more lasers. Because dashing too much has always been a problem for me versus HT. But
yeah, so you didn't convert this, so let's talk about this.
Yeah. I think I should have up air. We talked about that a long time ago.
Yeah, go for something, go for up air into falling or something.
But I clearly didn't have time to do the combo I went for.
Not at that point. Oh, my computer's freaking out. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, my computer is freaking out extremely hard. Is it back? 1 sec. Okay, we're good. Okay, sorry about that. Um, yeah, I think up air would have been good.
Okay.
I also think you could have reacted to the shine hitting, and by the time you short hopped, you could have double jumped instead of laser. That's what I do all the time. So I do shine short hop, and if I see the shine hit, then I double jump out of it in combo instead of falling down with the laser. Because you definitely could have double jumped falling down air and gotten like a decent combo there.
Yeah, I don't think I'm very good at that. I think I do these shine short hop lasers like always preemptively. I was thinking about that recently.
Yeah, I think if the shine hits, it's reactable.
Okay. Like if it hits their body versus their shield.
Yeah, I mean, you would. The thing is, like, by waiting to react, you're admittedly going to do your laser, like, not perfectly. But, like, I don't think that's a huge deal in that situation. Because you can always switch to a delayed aerial instead of a laser, which is, like, pretty fast.
Yeah.
And then here, look at this scramble situation. Like, this didn't go well for you. So, like, you dash back and baited the nair after the power shield, which I thought was pretty good, but you didn't try to whiff punish. You were, like, covering for dash attack, it feels like, but, like, I don't think this timing made sense.
I think that dare was a mistake. I think I meant to dare at him.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, like, you clearly messed up in the scramble, which is another classic thing versus Sheik. You miss your dash dance, then you try to laser out of shield into down air, but, like, you're either too slow or it just wasn't that good an option. Like, you could have grabbed there, for example. I think grab would have been pretty good after the turnaround laser.
Okay.
I thought the laser out of shield was decent. I prefer wave dash out of shield shine, but I think the laser...
Versus the F tilt on shield?
Yeah, if you, like, know it's coming.
Couldn't I just bear?
Yeah, but then you might just get, like, crouch canceled into more stuff at this percent.
Oh, okay.
Well, it just felt like you really knew the forward tilt was coming here.
Yeah, I knew the F tilt was coming there. I just don't think I chose the right option.
Yeah, if you know they're gonna F tilt, you should be confident in wave dash shine. Because most people don't F tilt into shield anyway, so like it's not a frame perfect punish in practice because people aren't holding shield. But I also think punishing it is like purely an execution thing. It's like, are you good at wave dash shine? Which I assume you're pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't tell you to do it if you're not ready, but you just so clearly were super like, okay, he's gonna have to hold my shield. Yeah. Oh, you downered. I would never downer here. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, you're right. I should full hop bear, right? Push him off stage.
I don't even know if you were in range. If you were in range, you should.
I would have had to dash a little bit longer, and I don't know if I had enough time.
Yeah, I think you didn't have enough time because you actually wave shined the wrong way. I don't know if you noticed.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, which is not the end of the world. You might have just been able to jump nair or jump forward air. Jump nair might have been okay. Jump forward air might have been okay. You could have just been greedy, though, and gone for the back air anyway. Because, like, if you didn't have time to back air, like, what would she have done to avoid it?
I don't know, double jump away.
Yeah, double jump away or, like,
in a really
nair
bad
or something.
Spot.
And even if they nair, like, that's baitable. So, like, sometimes you can be greedy in the punishes in terms of, like, going for more of a mix-up than a combo. And I think that's, like, totally valid.
Okay.
And then here, you had a really good situation that went pretty poorly, I feel like. So
I got a crouch cancel on this bear, and then I didn't do the right thing.
Yeah, so after this up tilt, though, I feel like you could have maybe just done a greedy run all the way in and jump forward air, and it probably would have covered most of the options. Like, I think it would have caught Sheik's jump at the very least, right?
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be bad. And then I also think that when you don't have time, it's okay to just bait the double jump. Like, you could have done empty hop forward or laser forward and to turn around, jump, double jump, and then just back air the double jump and kill Sheik. Like, you have to realize that, like, this jump for Sheik could get Sheik killed for this stock.
Yeah.
And I think that's very big. And then, again, we have a close-up fight into an out-of-shield situation. You lose this, and then you're going to lose the scramble afterwards. And this happens, like... And then you could have lost your stock off the tech chase. So, like, this is what I'm talking about. And I want you to put some effort into thinking about this more. Essentially, it's just, like, put more effort into fixing problems and less effort into figuring out how to, like... Well, you've already figured out how to, like, proactively beat a large portion of the population, if that makes sense. You haven't really figured out how to mitigate what they're doing to you very much. Do you see what I mean?
You mean playing reactively?
Not even just playing reactively, just like when you're in, it depends on the player. Like, versus Colin, mitigating what he does is very different than mitigating what HT does. But it's like, it feels so much of your effort goes towards figuring out how to beat them harder, and not enough goes into how to not get beat.
It does. No, I think we talked about this once.
Yeah, but like, not getting killed will lead to beating them harder, because like, let's say every match, there are 6 interactions where HT could have killed you, and then HT kills you off 3 of them. If you eliminated 2 out of those 6, you would probably get 1 more chance to kill them, and that would be like a full stock, Matches where you 2 stock turn into 3 stocks. Matches that are even turn into 1 or 2 stocks, Matches where you lose turn into barely winning.
Yeah, only recently have I started focusing on that. I don't understand defensive mix-ups, I guess, or...
I think you just need to focus more on being clean in them, because sometimes it's like you have a decent idea, but you just don't play it right, or you haven't put in the time into like...
I did that laser at a shield on purpose. Like, that's something I practiced.
Yeah, it was a great laser.
I think that maybe it wasn't as good as like a shine, though, like a wave dash shine.
It wasn't, but I don't even think the laser was bad if your option afterwards was ready. So, like, let's talk about, like, laser to down air. So, like, you realize that Sheik can nair out of shield between laser to down air?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's, like, a big thing. So, like, at that range, maybe I would grab, maybe I would shine, maybe I would dash back, stuff like that. Because, like, HT loves nair out of shield.
Yep.
And, like, the cool thing with laser grab is that, like, no one spot dodges there with Sheik. So, like, and it's on FD, so even if you don't get an up throw combo, like, you could shark them, or you could even back throw them. Like, I honestly like back throwing people and then just playing the game near the ledge. Because I think if your versus edge game is good with Falco, like, you put a Sheik or a Marth on the ledge, you'll probably body them. Like, how many Marths or Sheiks are actually really good at getting back to center? Even though Sheik's actually quite good at it and Marth isn't, like, I feel like in practice it's pretty similar because Sheik players are bad at it.
Yeah. Is that because Sheik can't really jump over you at all? Wait, no, Sheik's better at it. Why is Sheik better at it than Marth?
Because her ledge dash is sick.
Her ledge dash is so good.
Like, if they're good, they can ledge dash power shield your laser. And, like, laser...
That's what HT used to do to me all the time. It's really annoying.
Yeah. But I also think HT is not very good versus back air at the ledge, so you can just spam back air. I mean, Sheik just isn't good versus back air at the ledge, so that's another part of it.
Okay.
But anyway, so I feel like no matter how much we watch of this, it'll just be ultimately you needing to look at these situations on your own more and play them well, which I think is very doable.
You cut out there for a sec.
What did you hear me say?
You need to put more time into, and then
just like putting more time into just like studying these situations, figuring out what to do, and like I feel like you'll recognize them when you watch the VODs. Like, I don't think you need me for that. If you have questions about specific scenarios, you can link them to me. But I don't feel like watching this together is very valuable so much as like make sure you put the effort in, because I think it's like a less fun part of the game for you potentially, but a part of the game that's like equally important, if not more important, right now.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I put like the vast majority of my time into either punish game or just like the broader neutral, like not
but like
not scuffles.
So much of the game is scrambles or disadvantage.
I think scrambling is my worst.
Yeah, but I'd say like scrambling is a very fun part of Melee ultimately, and I think you should like learn to take joy in it because it's
fun, but I don't find it interesting.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Or no, maybe I don't find it interesting probably because I haven't thought about it enough.
I think
it's very interesting.
The reason it's interesting in practice is because judging the relative frame advantage between characters is something that's like an imprecise science, right? Like, you can never know the exact frame advantage. And it's not like if I showed you a situation and I said, you're +3 right now versus you're +7, that most people would be able to instantly come up with a meaningful difference in solution,
Yeah.
So I think that like there's a couple variables here. So one, it shows how well you know the game to be able to assess the position, what position you'll be in afterwards. Two, everyone judges with different precision, which leads to, so like part of scrambles is recognizing like one, what the objective best option is, but then two, recognizing how your opponent assesses the scramble. Because if you realize that they think they're at a bigger disadvantage than they are, or you realize they don't realize how big of a disadvantage they're at. So, like, for example, when I fight Wembo, he has no concept of how much of a disadvantage he's at. So every scramble, I should either try to hit him or bait out an attack. Because, like, he never understands that he's at a disadvantage, so he throws out moves even when I can hit him first. But, like, when most people play him, they don't recognize it. So, like, recognizing things like that, and then also, figuring out the optimal thing to do based on how you judge the frame advantage is actually pretty complex usually. Because, like, oftentimes there's a big difference between being +3 and +6 in a situation. But, like, and sometimes there's no difference at all, you know?
Yeah.
Based on, like, the spacing, the character matchup, the percents, the position, like, that changes how much that frame advantage matters. And then, like, making a good choice and capitalizing in the moment without getting, like, all that pre-planned time to think is, like, one of the cooler parts of the game, in my opinion. Because it makes it kind of, like, stops it from being stale. Because a lot of the times when people play neutral, they just do the same shit over and over. But scrambles force the game into, like, almost this pseudo RNG state, where it's like, here's a situation you probably haven't exactly seen before. How well can you generalize based off what you know to, like, make a good on-the-fly decision?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to, like, it's more Melee being more of a chess thing, where it's like, okay, you have pre-planned, like, 80% of this match, you know?
Yeah.
So, those are my thoughts on it. I think there are lots of ways it can be interesting. I think for Falco players in particular, they often view scrambles as, like, a panic situation, because it's like, I'm winning, I'm controlling you, fuck, what do I do? Like, now, yeah, but it's like, if you view it the opposite way, where you view the scrambles as a place to have fun, to thrive, I mean, it's an interaction you need to win, as opposed to an interaction you need to panic in, I think, like, it could help a lot. And I mean, I think that's, like, a big reason Mango tends to be better than most Falco players, because, like, when he's up close, he's not panicking.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are my thoughts on scrambling. Let's watch you versus Colin now, since I know you really care about it, and I don't want to, like, discount that. We should definitely watch it. But it's really up to you, because, like, we've talked about it last time, I think, and it's like, you're not happy with how you're improving, and it's like, you know, one thing that would help you improve a lot is probably really getting good at scramble situations and defensive situations, or, like, even situations where you're on offense and you weren't clean. Like, I think your punish game was good, but I don't think your offense was very clean near Sheik when you baited out aerials, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, that's part of offense, which I know you like a lot. So it's like, even things you like, I think, aren't clean right now. And I think that these things probably more fixing in the next couple of months than anything.
I think you're completely right. Recently, I have been trying to work on the scrambles and the defense. It's just like a slow process for me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. And
it feels like a slow process. And also with the offensive stuff you were just talking about, like recognizing recognizing the disadvantage is something I've worked on, but I still just, like, find it to be pretty mysterious. Like that one position where I didn't have enough time to punish the F tilt, but I thought I could punish the F tilt.
Yeah, so it's like, but I'd say that's one of the most classic Melee situations is you're setting up for a reaction to something, and then based on what you react to, you realize, I can't punish this, but I have a mix-up. I'd say that's, like, one of the most fundamental things in all of Melee, is switching between reactively punishing things and playing mix-ups.
Okay.
Or reacting to know whether or not you need to play a mix-up, and then having a mix-up prepared. I'd say, like, Sheik whipping F-tilt in a spot you can't punish, or Fox whipping up-tilt in a spot you can't punish, should literally be one of the most standard situations for Falco.
Could you repeat that last part?
Just like it should be a really standard situation for Falco, where, like, people whiff, but you don't have quite enough time to punish.
Yeah.
Because you'll, like, be doing other things, you know? So it's like, if they whiff a tilt and you're trying to do something else, or you're at a weird spacing, or regardless, you have to judge, is it worth committing to the mix-up? Because, like, you can go in for, like, an approaching laser or delayed aerial, but, like, if you get F-tilted out of it, you might die. But, you know, if you're at 0, like, maybe that's worth it. But, you know, maybe they'll up-tilt. So it's like, that's still maybe worth it if you're good at playing the scramble after they up-tilt you and, like, holding down in time. But maybe that's not worth it, you know? So maybe you can play a different axis and mix-up where you don't have enough time, so you just double jump above their head, and then by the time they whiff, they can throw out a move, sure, but, like, your delayed down air beats all their moves, you know, on the way down. Like, there's so many things. Or, like, you can bait the next F-tilt or aerial or whatever. Or sometimes you could just laser them again and go, fuck this. I'm not confident in winning this mix-up, so I'm just going to laser you and start over, you know?
It's interesting that laser just lets you kind of reset the mix-up.
Yeah. And sometimes that's good because, like, it covers option. It resets part of the situation, but it covers some options safely. Because, you know, if you laser and they try to, like, jump, like, they're stuck in the air as you lasered and you didn't commit to anything, so that can be good.
Mm-hmm.
Or let's say they held shield while you lasered. Sure, you didn't get as big of a win as a delayed aerial, but, like, lasering their shield outside of their aerial out of shield range is a pretty good situation for you, right?
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes lasering is like a non-committal way to be in a good situation afterwards. You know, there's just like a lot of things. You know, if you're at low percent versus Sheik, and you bait something out and can't punish, maybe you can run up crouch, because that beats like all her options except grab. And most Sheiks won't with F-tilt into grab in place, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, there are lots of different mix-ups to play. And if you cycle between them, I think it's hard for your opponent to like know what to do, really.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So link me this call and set. I think you already did, actually.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, let's watch this. But yeah, if you feel like
a single tech on his up smash tech chase, which we talked about. So
you did or did not?
I think I hit a single tech. So I'm making one progress, a single progress.
I mean, that's good.
But other than that, I got like up smash tech chase over and over and over again. So
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it only works at low percent anyway. So or teching the up smash. I mean.
Yeah, I made a replay, like you said, and I practiced it on Dolphin with the replay system.
Nice. Was it helpful, you feel?
Yes, very.
Alright, let's watch this. Is it playing for you?
Yes.
Nice try.
I have worked on that exact thing to beat his starter, which is the same every time. So
yeah. I think the pro way to beat it is low laser into high laser.
To jump over the low laser?
Yeah, and then you do a high laser that have you seen the thing where you can do high laser and it's, you know how we've talked about how if you high laser you'll land under power shielded lasers?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that with Fox's Shine and then like wave dash shine him.
Does he get stuck in a shine or something?
Yeah, so if you do high laser into wave dash forward, you can literally shine punish him.
But can't you just jump away?
I actually don't think so, but I could be wrong.
What I've been doing is I just high laser above his head, and then I read the jump. Yeah, because it's all he can do if he's reflecting in the air.
Yeah, if he's reflecting,
he can't even wave dash.
Well, he can wave land, but they never do.
Mm-hmm. I'll try that.
Okay. So on punish game, have you realized that Colin like always reads spot dodge if he can't get there in time?
Yes, he does. He walks.
So like, I would not do something that loses to the same thing that spot dodge loses to.
Okay, I just didn't know what to do. I just don't know what to do.
Well, if someone's reading a spot dodge, what can you do about
it? I guess wave dash forward shine.
Aggress. Wave dash forward shine, forward smash, down air. I actually
won one of these games by F smashing on wake up.
Yeah, you could run up, grab, and back throw him since he's at 12%. The other thing is if you think he's going to up smash, you could just hold your shield longer. If you think he's going to grab or up smash, you could do a delayed spot dodge, right? Like you could wait for the timing where they bait out spot dodge and then spot dodge. Like I think that's a good idea, like genuinely.
Yeah. I think so too. I've done the F smash and dash attack on wake up to beat him before, but at 12%, I just
Yeah, you weren't as sure. So that's why I'm suggesting. I think delayed spot dodge, run up grab, F smash.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like he's always going to bait spot dodge. So the fact that you did something that lost him when he wasn't trying to bait out the thing you were doing is a big deal.
Yeah. Good point.
Like he always baits spot dodge or roll. It's just
every time. It's honestly crazy.
Oh, you missed a shine out of shield opportunity. Gotta be ready.
How would I have known that was his shine out shield?
On the Nair?
Was it obviously early?
I thought it was pretty clearly too early. It
Yeah,
connects
yeah, I
with
can
your
see it.
shield like on the way up.
Yep. So Colin will practically, if he takes a laser on the ground, he'll always try to power shield, and then he'll almost always jump afterwards, like a full hop. So what exactly, like, what are the counters you would recommend for a Fox? Like, if I laser a Fox's shield at a mid-range,
and
like,
they know they're going to jump.
Yeah, like I could wave dash for turnaround up tilt. That's the West Pulse thing, right?
Yeah,
Or I
so
could do
laser
two
turnaround wave
dashes.
dash up tilt is the easiest counter in my opinion.
Mhm.
A less committal counter that's interesting is something Shiz used to do back in like 2008, which is like laser into instant double jump.
Double jump above him.
Yeah, and then you come down on top of him, and that's like pretty cool, and I actually think it's decent. If you have a super fucking hard read, you can just up air, like short hop up air.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just the standard like you should play the situation of him landing effectively, which I think is a good situation for you if you're good at playing it. And I think it's a situation that's important to be good at playing. So, like, I wouldn't discount that either. Okay. You can also dash full jump shine if you are at the right range.
Okay.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend, like, being good versus delaying anyway, which is something I think I'm sure you've thought about a billion times.
Yeah, that's probably the main thing I've thought about, honestly.
Yeah, so like you should just be good at that.
I don't know. The way I view the game, I don't think much about like going up there to hit him. I usually just,
yeah, which is fine. I think covering the landing is good, but I think having solutions to situations is very important. Like that was pretty good, but then you just kind of let him out. Oh no, Colin didn't know about Battlefield. Like I knew he was dead.
What a guy.
Yeah. I think you could have really. I think it was feasible to crouch cancel that Nair approach, or at least put your shield up, like shield or crouch. Because
yeah,
you saw
I definitely could have reacted. I think.
Yeah. So I think you just got to be ready for stuff like this more. Man, you've gotten hit after shining his shields like very consistently.
I got stuck on my shine that time.
Yeah, I'm just noting that it's a common occurrence regardless of the reason.
I think it's a very common occurrence.
Yeah, which is always worth talking about. I think that's something huge in Melee, where even if something has different reasons, if it's happening in the same situations, that probably implies you're not comfortable playing the situation. So I think it might be possible that you're putting so much brain power into getting the hit on him that like by the time you get the hit on his shield and you shine, you're like, and then you don't do something good.
I don't like shield pressuring people. I don't know what to do. It's been 4 years and I still don't know what to do.
We talked about it
hit
a lot that one time. Run up down air, yeah. I think you were slow and you didn't fastball, and that could matter in another situation.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you got
to wait. Wouldn't it be better not to fastball because he was slightly horizontally to the right here? Would it not matter?
Yes, but it would be like as soon as you got far enough to the right, you should fastball.
Okay.
Just like in the situation where you like he might launch right before you get there or something.
We've talked about shield pressure before, but I still I get hit so much after shining people's shields.
I feel like 2 lessons ago we had like a big talk about it, right?
Yeah, I need to rewatch that.
Yeah, just rewatch that because like I don't want to rehash the same.
I worked on one of the things we talked about: the shine, short hop backwards to dodge the jump, and then the laser.
Yeah, have you tried it?
I have tried it. I've tried to implement it, and I have done it a couple times, but
has it worked?
It has worked, but mainly against super low-level players, so we'll have to see, I guess.
Cool. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, just watch the thing from last time.
Okay.
That was pretty good, though. I think the unfortunate part is that like a lot of your strong situations, you didn't play that well. It's just like Colin just gave you so many free hits that it like kind of didn't matter. Uh-oh, do you want to watch this or no?
Yeah, I want to watch this.
Okay.
This is one of the main things I wanted to watch. I lose to Marth a lot.
You should catch up airing. Okay, so this goes back to you need to bully Marth and Sheik in the air better. So like you up tilted him on the right side, right?
Yes.
So watch this up tilt. He has no jump.
Okay.
So if Marth does not have a jump and you up tilt him, what's stopping you from just jump shining, up tilting again, even up smashing or F smashing, like short hop, instant up air, like depending on the timing. But just like you shouldn't be afraid to just hit him again. And then here, I just spam up air honestly because it's not a shield drop punishable. You're at 0 anyway, and like the first one hit, and he clearly like I don't know if you noticed things like this, but he clearly like messed up because he was trying to shield drop at a weird time, and you hit him, and he crouch camped into the slap dodge. And like when people mess up, I'm down to just like keep spamming the option because like it's just a strong thing to do there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Then I feel like your baits were really incorrect there. And that's something I feel about Ginger and Squid when I watch them too. I don't know why it is. So it's like, okay, so you empty hopped towards the center and he went to the right side of you, right? I think he rolled or wave dash or something rolled. Okay. So like there, I feel like 99% of the time you could just approaching laser there because they'll either hold shield or dash.
Yes.
But like, what's the point of the empty hop if you're not ready to do that? And then you empty hop towards him and do this kind of like half empty hop in. So if you're going to do that, I feel like you should grab or dash dance down air. Because you should either assume that they're going to whiff something and you dash dance have the range and punish, or you should assume that, okay, I'm close enough, I might as well just go for my shine or grab.
Yeah.
Because like, what was the point of doing that option if you weren't going to bait it out? And that should have been free dash dance down air. But instead, you did like empty land into retreating back air, which is good versus like a run in dash attack or something. But like at this range, like I feel like you had him, you know?
Does
that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think like stuff like that stands out to me a lot when I watch a lot of the newer Falcos try to do like tricky sequences. Well, like Mango just does the most direct thing possible. Almost like you'll see like Ginger do the down air that's like half approaching and he doesn't drift in, and then he like does something random afterwards. And I feel like Mango just always attacks it. It's like he does half approaching downer into approaching downer, half approaching downer into F smash. Because like the whole point is that most people get baited by it, right?
Yeah.
But then you watch other people do it, and they do it, and then they just do some random shit afterwards. And it's like, what's the point of even doing these sequences if you're not capitalizing?
There's no point.
Yeah.
I think I was just tunneled on empty hopping too much because I was using it as a general strategy.
Yeah, it's like you got to know why you're empty, right? Okay, so like he whiffs F smash. Are you aware that that should get him punished?
Yes.
Okay.
Generally, yes.
Cool. So like wave dash, even once you shielded, wave dash shine would have been fine. Although I wouldn't have been shielding because like the most likely tech chase is grab anyway.
Oops.
Okay. You messed up. I think you backed off too much there. You did that versus HT as well. When you had center, you would back off all the way to the other side a lot. I mean, I understand in tournament it's like scary, but like you've got to be really, really good at these situations. Oh, you got to grab edge. He has his double jump. Uh-oh, laser jab. Okay, that was good. That was good. Ah, and then he messed up. Nice. Nice. Oh, unfortunate. That was a pretty good sequence overall. And it worked. I also think you're just very slightly slow on reacting to a lot of up-close things. Like, earlier when he got up from the ledge, do you remember, like, weak back airing his get-up?
Yes.
Yeah, that was like a slightly slow reaction. Then here's another one where like he drops in front of you, and then you could have shield grabbed, but you went for shine out of shield, which was fine, but then you didn't quite shine fast enough, and he gets his shield up, which is why I prefer grab there.
Yeah.
Nice up air, shark. Nice. Oh, I think you should have just kept sharking. Like, you don't need to go for juicy hits. You should just back air and up air. You don't need the super amazing hit. Like, even here where you up aired, I probably would have back aired him. Keep him in the corner. And then there you could have back aired. And then that was weird. You, like, weren't very ready, I feel like. You hit, like, the down air, and then you, like, were scared, but, like, you down aired all the way to the corner. There's no reason to hold shield afterwards, right? Like, you can't do anything.
Yeah, I've noticed myself doing that a couple times recently. I think it's a really bad habit.
Yeah. And I don't know why he's F-smashing shield so goddamn much.
He really likes doing that.
Yeah, that is not a good way to fight Falco.
I realized at some point that I could hold shield more versus his Marth and get a lot out of it.
Yeah, you can hold shield versus a lot of Mars. It's like honestly a pretty common
He
thing.
smashes a lot. Like a lot.
Oh man, you miss a lot of opportunities, I think, is one of the biggest things. Just feels like you're only good versus things that you're looking for. But like here he just dash attacked. Like I would have just dropped down and down aired him.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't thinking about his dash attack. I just saw it and I was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna down air you. You know?
I think I'm super tunneled on like whatever my game plan was to get to the ground safely.
Yeah. I agree that you're typically
I think my yawn just spread to you over Discord.
definitely did.
That's pretty fucking.
Okay, let's see this. Oof. Okay, back air. You gotta go off stage more. I think versus Marth, you like almost never go off stage. So like back air, I would fast fall off stage and fish for double jump down air or shine turnaround back air, or shine turnaround grab ledge. But like when you go under him there, he can't really kill you. If that makes sense. Like that's a pretty common scenario in melee. Is like going right under them when they're off stage and then they can't hit you.
Yeah.
Because you go under their double, because they can't falling aerial, but then you go under their double jump
I think
aerial.
one of my concerns is with Colin, he really likes to double jump high back onto the stage with an aerial, and if I fast fall below him and grab the ledge with like a shine turnaround fire stall, then he would just jump above me.
Yeah, so if you did that here, you would be able to threaten shine turnaround double jump back air on the double jump from him.
True.
And then if you see him go low, you can change your mind. I mean, it's just like give yourself the chance to win the situation, is what I would say. I'm not saying you have to take a risk. You can still just go back to the stage safely, but give yourself the chance where if they give you something for free, you take it, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's my biggest objection when, like, even top players don't just, like, grab the edge versus Marth or something. It's like you got to give yourself the opportunity to potentially win the interaction. Oh, no, high downer in the corner. No. That's really funny because Thad said that to me, where he was like, man, Troy's really sick, and then he just does a random downer.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I also just dare across the stage sometimes.
Yeah, he talked about that one too. He was just like I hit him once while we were playing, and it's like, man, that's the same downer I saw Troy do.
Yeah.
If Troy didn't do that downer, he'd be so sick.
I do the high early downer for no reason into the corner as well. I don't understand it. I don't understand why
It's
I do
probably
it.
a leftover habit from a long time ago.
It's a bad habit.
Nope. But I mean, overall, I think you're getting there. You're definitely improving each time I watch you. It's just like you gotta pull this stuff together. You can't let him do things for no reason. You have to be ready to punish things even if you're not expecting them. You have to be fast at reacting. Like you just really got to be clocked in and ready to play when you play this game. You know, and what that means does not mean I'm ready to execute my game plan. It means I'm ready to like look at what's happening and always have an answer. You know. Like, if you watch Mango play or PP play or something, like they always do something relevant to whatever last happened.
I think I tunnel super hard on my game plan a lot of times.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I really want to be calling for these two things, and then I don't focus on all the other things, I guess.
Yep. Okay, well, I have another lesson to go to now. Good stuff, though. I do think you're getting better, so you should feel good about it. But I think you could be improving a lot faster if you just, like, really looked at the, again, weaknesses, what your problems are, and just tackled those, and didn't worry about other things as much.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah. I think it will make you a more holistic player. It might not make you as, peak sickness level, but, like, it's the difference between your current placings and, like, making top 32 or top 64 completely consistently.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you cleaned up, you would literally make bracket at every major, no question.
Okay. I still haven't ever, but...
Yeah, and that's the
eventually.
thing.
I got 65th at Genesis, though. I was really...
Yeah, it was close. I literally think this is the difference.
If I didn't have to fight a Samus.
I think you'd be making bracket literally every time, not just sometimes.
That'd be pretty hype.
Yeah, and it's just because, like, this is how you're going to be losing to these, like, mid-level players, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you can four-stock them one game if you just lose the next game.
True.
You'd much rather consistently two-stock them at this point. Okay, so I'm going to go to my next lesson, but good stuff, and have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.